Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. I know I am. So we're going to do some eyebrows. Hopefully some people join us. We're just going to wait to see if anybody joins us. You know, I've been going through a lot. We'll say a lot. But mainly what I've been going through and talking about is dating. That's really, where um, I've been kind of, getting my feet back out there into the dating world. And it's so interesting. You always hear the phrase, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Or that's not the only fish in the barrel. But sometimes it's like, ooh, baby, do I want to continue this? And there's some good prospects. And, I'm still a little like iffy and standoffish, meaning they'll want a video chat. And I'm not sure if I want to video chat them back. But plus, I also have to feel a connection, you know? I'm not sure how many times I've done that, but we'll find out. Okay. Well, we'll see. And if you have questions, let me know. Okay. So first thing that we're going to do is define our eyebrows. Now I'm using a Mary Kay eyeliner pencil. I thought I had an eyebrow pencil. I have one that says eye defining, but it's charcoal. And I want to use the dark brown. But even though the dark brown may seem a little darker than I would normally have it because of my hair color, since I dye my hair, have it lighter. So I have my Mary Kay pencil. I have the Mary Kay volumizing brow tint, and I think I do brunette. Yep, that's my color is brunette. And I have some other tools that I'm going to use here, of course, like our lovely, you have to brush your eyebrows, make sure. And I'm just doing that now. As you can see, I am part of the eyebrow challenged. Is what so you say, oh, you have delicate eyebrows. That's a polite way of saying you don't have any eyebrows. So they're delicate, is what many would say. Um, they're not delicate. They're basically non-existent. And then I have some CC cream. And you're going to see what I'm going to do with the CC cream. And of course, I have my angle brush. And since I'm using one of the samples, I've already done this. But if you ever get one of these, they're like, oh, I want to try out the eyeliner. I want to try out. And you can get one of these from a Mary Kay representative. It's a little mini. Sometimes we gift these. And these minis can last a while. And what you're going to have to do to push it all out is you may go, oh, there's no more in there and I can't get to it. This doesn't twist. You take one of your thin brushes that has a thin end, you put it in there, and then you push it forward. And that way you'll get the use of all of that. Okay, that's a little insider tip for you. Because some people are like, oh, it's all gone. It was that little sample. It's quite a bit in there. You just got to push it forward. And I'm just going to see what this looks like because of my skin tone. Because some people, they don't like, black. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I'm going to have to grab another one. I pushed it too forward, too much. Let me see here. I broke it. Let me see if there's any more in there to push up. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to go get another one. I'll be back. I broke it. Sorry. I'll be right back. I did have some music going. I didn't even think about that, but I would want to make sure that it's music I probably can add the music later. Okay, anyway, 1 second. So I showed you that little trick of, making sure you get the full use of this, but make sure you don't push it too far up to where when you press down, it breaks. So I did just want to show, you just kind of want to push up on it as you need to, just to get all the use of that. Now, I don't like this for eyeliner just because I like black eyeliner. For people who are looking, just a slight enhancement, or let's say you don't like having the black liner at the base, you see how that looks nice, right? You can see I don't have any over here. If we go over here, you can see where I put that liner at. I'm just going to do a little bit more. I have my wonderful mirror. Because I just want to show people, you can see where I put that little bit of color there. Okay, so now we're going to get into the eyebrows. So we have had some things happen this past week. I am a 90s girl. That's my time for when I was coming up. And it was shocking. But, as life goes on, you kind of get used to these things. But as getting older in your childhood, the people you watched on television and who kind of defined some of your eras for you, like the 80s and then the 90s. And Shannon Doherty is definitely a 90s it girl. I don't think she got as so much press just based on, other things. When she was on 90210, that press was kind of even. And then when she was on Charmed, yes, I watched 90210 and I watched Charmed. And I liked her on Charmed. And, I've always liked Shannon Doherty. I think she's just one of those beauties. She's very beautiful. Seemed like she was absolutely amazing, great person. And will definitely be missed. I'm not sure if I remember her hearing about a cancer diagnosis. If I missed that, so sorry. But I'm sure it was something that was, probably said in the news when it happened. And then, things like that die down. But I'm glad she's at peace. And that she's not in any pain. Okay, so now we're going to do the eyebrows and kind of cause the little mark here. Now you're going to see definitely a difference when I do my eyebrows. Okay, so I'm going to line one of them. We're going to start on this side. I already brushed them. And you can see they're delicate. It's like I like to say I'm part of the eyebrow challenged. So I'm going to first define it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a little line here. Okay, so I'm going to use my mirror. And I'm going to come, you're going to definitely see this color on my skin. So I could use this on my brows. You can see that it didn't cause a lot of color underneath the eye. So again, this is very subtle for those who are simply enhancing. Let's say you have black on top, but then you don't want to put black on the bottom as well. This dark brown may be good. And as you can see what I did. Okay, so now I'm going to finish defining. And I'm going to follow my natural brow. Now, what some can do is you can put this on quite heavy and then fix it. And I'll show you how to do that. But me, I'm just going to go with the natural outline of my eyebrow and then fill in from there gently. You can see what I did. See that? That's nice, right? And it's very subtle. And it's not that bad. You can even put this on, quite heavy and tone it down. So you can see a big difference. This eyebrow looks like, hey, and then we got this one over here, right? So I'm going to do on that side now is I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. See that? And you can see what I mean, like right here. This isn't the brush I'm going to use, but I'm using it to just point. Like you can see where it's kind of like out of the line. The rest of it looks pretty good. But if you want to get that nice kind of professional look to it, you're going to then want to go over it with like a concealer type or a little bit of your foundation that matches your skin. I just wanted to fix something that okay, there we go. And so, I don't need much cleanup, as you can see, but let's say if I wanted to just define this, put a little bit of my foundation. This is my CC cream. You can also use something like that, CC cream. I'm going to take an angled brush. Angled brush. And then you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going on the outside edge part. I want you to see that. I'm just going around what I've already done on the edge, not messing with anything in the center. That's what I'm going to do. But first, let's do this. My volumizing brow tint. Let's say if for me, if this was considered too dark, if I consider it too dark, I'm going to take my brunette, and this is a little light, my brunette, and I'm going to go over it. And not a lot. I'm staying within the lines. I decided I wanted to do this first. Just do that before. And what's on my lips? My Mary Kay lip gloss is the Unlimited Lip Gloss Unique Mauve. I had somebody say to me that she thought some of these makeup looks and routines were becoming quite clownish. And I said, in some aspect, I could agree with that. I don't catfish anybody. I like the way I look. It's not to change the way I look when I do my makeup. It's to enhance. And you want to always make sure this is relaxed. Your eye as you're going over it just to clean up. Because I don't have much cleanup to do. Now, if you were scared to do this yourself, you can always take it to the person who does your eyebrows and say, hey, I like this. And what's nice about this is I could pluck my eyebrows before doing this. Because you know how they use the tint. And yeah, this is, if you wash it off, or if you don't want to wash this area because you don't want to do your eyebrows again, you can try sleeping in it and seeing what it looks like. Me, I don't believe in sleeping in makeup. Since I do promote healthy skin and healthy skincare, it's not something I want to promote. But I understand, especially if you go out and spend lots of money. This is why you kind of want to use some of these tutorials and just follow the natural of your eye. You can go with outside the natural of your eye a little bit and then always use the method of what I'm showing you with the angle brush, cleaning up around it to create and get the effect that you're looking for. Okay, and that matches my skin quite nicely. So I'm happy with that. I fixed the part that I really wanted to fix, which was, just kind of jotting out a little bit. It has a nice angle to it. So I'm going to move on to the next one. And the same thing, I'm going to line it. Just push that up a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try using my right hand, though. I think that's going to cover up for you guys. Here we go. Yeah, I don't like that because it's going to cause me to... So I'm just going to have to do this. I have to use my left hand. And it's so weird because, you never do the eyes the same, right? But I managed to, with this. Like I said, there's our cleanup method that we can always use. Okay, so you can see I have some cleanup to do. I'm trying to see how that, there we go. You can see that a little bit. So you can see where I have to fix in here. Okay, so that's what I was saying. It's not that bad where you have to do those fixes. You can kind of always overextend. And we know our eyebrows aren't the same on both sides, but we can try to make them match. You see that? And it's just taking patience or being patient. Here, I want to do one thing. Okay, so now for our brow tint. And this is also to kind of make them look more sculpts. Okay, and now we're gonna do our fix because we can see that this one is on this side is definitely more bushy than that one. We want that same sleek look. Unless I was going for this like really nice bushy look, sure, I can make this one, make the one on the other side match that. But I really like this one over here, right? So I'm gonna make it match that. Take my angled brush and get to work. Oh, I went over the other one. Well, it looks more polished, but wrong one, but it still looks good. It's like when you're looking in the mirror, how everything's reversed. Since I'm looking at this one based on the side, I might have to fix this in the bathroom mirror. Just a little bit over on this side. Let's continue with this one. And again, you want to keep the eyebrow relaxed. See how we're making it match? I may have to darken this one a little bit since this one got a little dark. Okay, so that's good. Now let's grab this. Let's see about darkening this one up just a little bit. You don't wanna. So that's one thing. You can always darken it to make it match. It could also be the light. They like that. Okay. Now, when I look in the mirror, they look basically about the same. That looks good. Still thinking this one needs to match this one just a little bit, but they're coming out really good. What I might do is just go into the restroom. So, because you know how this type of lighting could always play tricks on you, but I think that's a great job. Trying to see here. This is something you can see you can spend like a lot of time on, and we don't want that. So that's why sometimes I just take the volumizing tint. It's so much easier. I just kind of go over it to get it to highlight. There's other times where I want my eyebrows to be more defined. And so I use one of the eyebrow pencils to do that. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this wonderful tutorial. Remember, I used my Mary Kay volumizing tint. I used my CC cream to clean up my edges. Lovely tool, because if you're using one of the samples to push it forward, which is just, a thin makeup brush, I used one of the eyebrow eyeliner pencils. And let's do this since I put some, I think, on this eye. Let's put some under here. Just so we can have continuity. It does show. You see that? So, thanks for joining me.